aromatherapy. My hair is looking a little crazy. Let's take a swig. Cheers. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Wilson and I'm talking about my houseplant collections. In this video, I will be addressing unpopular houseplants as well as pest management. There are chapters in this video if you want to skip ahead or go back to a certain section. Other than that, yeah, let's get into the video. So when you do a quick search of houseplants on like social media platforms, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, what you find, majority of them are alocasias, philodendrons, and monsteras. Those are like the mainstream type of houseplants people are watching mostly. So in a sense, I want to shine some light on some houseplants that are unpopular. The first plant that is unpopular in my opinion is the geranium. Now, this plant is popular for outdoor, gardening, but majority of houseplants are grown outdoors, but specifically this one is grown outdoors and not really indoors. I want to shine some light on this plant. This here is a geranium. I'm not too sure of the specific variety of this one is, but I know that it has pink flowers. So I have this growing like a bonsai type of plant in this shallow planter. And the soil mixture is basically like a cactus mix, well draining, sand, orchid bark, the fine one, a lot of perlite and regular potting mix. This plant is throwing out a new bud. It's getting ready to bloom again. So exciting. I love the blooms because they look so pretty. They're like pom-poms. This plant features velvet leaves. It's very soft. Can you see the texture? It has velvet leaves and it smells like lemongrass when you brush up against it. Perfect houseplant. And also, it could withstand a little bit of a dry out. On the same note, the citronella is in the same family with geraniums. This one looks like a fern, but it's not a fern, obviously, because it could withstand a bit of a dry out. That's one of the pros. Having a plant that doesn't really need water is amazing because you could skip the watering for this one. One less of a chore, right? It is highly scented. If you like scented plants, I would say get a citronella as a houseplant. When you brush up against this, you get this whiff of lemongrass. Me just waving it around, I could, smell it. It smells amazing. Very therapeutic. Aromatherapy is amazing. It looks so gorgeous. I love this plant. Another unpopular houseplant would have to be the Commiphora africana. This one is growing very whimsically. Is that even a word? Very whimsical. I could totally just chop this right here and, regrow it. But I like this look. I like the chaoticness of this plant. This one is a caudex as well. And I have it growing in the same bonsai succulent mix. I like to let it dry out. It stores water in this, so it doesn't really need too much water. I treat it like a succulent, basically. And this one does have a smell as well. It smells like licorice or like a pine tree of some sort. It has that scent when you break a piece of the leaf off. That one is stunning. I have it growing under a grow light over here and on a little shelf. Another unpopular houseplant would have to be this one over here. This is the crown of thorns. I have two varieties. You see this one over here. The thorns on this side is a bit fine, whereas this one over here, the thorns are bigger. And the spacing of the thorns is spread out, and this one is very compact. This one has orange flowers, and whereas this one has pink flowers. Are very toxic. They have like a toxic sap, I believe. Yeah, it's like a white sap, and you don't want to get that near your eyes or mouth at all. But I have another one here growing beautifully. There's 3 of them in here. This one is no drainage as well. With no drainage plants, I tend to like water just enough, you know? Just gotta feel it, feel the plant. It's like cooking without measuring, basically. That's how I treat no drainage plants. I'm going to be repotting the geranium, so stay tuned for that. Yeah. Wait, hold on. I have this other geranium here. This is another variety. This one has orange flowers, and it's not looking too cute in this planter at all. Geraniums are very easy to propagate. You could just put them in water and they will root up. So I seen Harley G. She's a YouTuber here on YouTube, obviously. She has a Adenia glauca, and hers is growing beautifully. It's like trailing and twisting, very whimsical. When I seen that she mentioned this plant in another video, I was like, I need that plant because I like the blue tones, silvery, kind of like ashy type of plants, and this is up my alley. When I seen this, did I mention the name? Adenia glauca. That's the name. Glock, like, you know, a gun. Okay, stop. Um, when my local houseplant shop had this, I was like, I need it right now. Stores water right here in this bulb, so I don't really need to water this plant too much. But it will tell you. Oh, there's like bugs on here. Ooh, perfect weather to treat your plants right. It will tell you when it needs water. The leaves starts to droop a little bit, but yeah. I need to highlight this plant. This is so gorgeous. So it's fall time here in San Jose, California. The days are getting shorter and cooler, and it's the perfect time to treat your plants with some pesticides. I feel like treating your plants during this time is the most effective. Majority of the pests are, you know, in their dormancy, and by killing it during this time, it will help the plant grow better during the spring and summer months. It's time to kill the sleeping beauties on the plants. What I like to use is Captain Jack's neem oil, and this one is said to attack eggs, larvae, and adult stages of the insect. And this is also a preventative for fungal issues. So this is what it kills: black spots, powdery mildew, rust, spider mites, aphids, whiteflies, and other pests. This is perfect for houseplants and outdoor gardening as well. And this is what I like to use. I just gather a couple of plants at a time and put them in a controlled area, which is my bathtub. And I spray them down, let them sit there for about 30 minutes or so, and then do the next batch of different plants. And I just want to do this because I seen some spider mites on my plants and I'm going to get rid of it. Yes, I am.